They're off in the Kentucky Derby. Fierceness had an okay start. He came away in the middle of the pack. Track Phantom will go to the early lead, and now John Velasquez gets Fierceness into the mix. Stronghold is there. Epic Ride goes up on the far outside. Just Steel is close up too as they race past the first time. And then comes Mystic Dan down on the inside of West Saratoga. Resilience is next. Then comes Society Man on the outside of Just a Touch, Catalytic along the rail. Nordic is next, saving all the ground into that turn. Then comes Catching Freedom, Domestic Product, Rambo the first. Then Japan's Forever Young down on the inside. Sierra Leone has 3 horses beaten. They are T.O. Password, Honor Marie, and Endlessly. So this important half mile coming up here. They run that first half in 46.63 seconds. Pace is even enough, not flying. Track Phantom the leader. Just Steel perched up on the outside second. Fierceness is third just outside of them. Then Stronghold, Mystic Dan to the inside. And Epic Ride 3 wide. West Saratoga in behind that group. Then Stronghold, he's got 7 lengths to make up. Look back for Sierra Leone. He's still about 14 lengths behind as Track Phantom passes the half-mile pole with the lead. And Fierceness is moving now. And going right with him is Just Steel. The 3 of them across the track. Then Longshot Epic Ride. Mystic Dan toward the inside. Stronghold is next. Then Fierceness, Sierra Leone, and Forever Young still with work to do. Forever Young is starting to pick it up as they come toward the top of the stretch. It is Fierceness who's moving up on the outside of Track Phantom, and there on the far outside, here comes a run from Stronghold and Resilience has now moved up to take the lead as Fierceness is given way, coming by the 16th pole, and Mystic Dan has now come through on the inside. It is Mystic Dan down toward the inside with the lead in the final 16th. Forever Young, Sierra Leone is coming. These 3 coming down to the wire. Who's it going to be? Oh, it's a photo of the Derby. Oh, it's a photo.
And they're off in the Arkansas Derby. And a good break for all the runners in the race, and there was a roar from the crowd as they left the gate. Time for Truth up on the pace. He's prominent, and there's Muth on a hold right now. These 2 together with 1 lap to go. Just Steel runs in the 3rd position. Timberlake 4th. Scraping Paint approaching the turn on the heels of the leader around the turn. Informed Patriot in the 5th position early. Dymatic a little bit keen, but more settled down than in his last race. He's 2 lengths off the lead as they're pretty tightly clumped up. Mystic Dan and Liberal Arts are next. Liberal Arts has to take up here and drops towards the back of the field here. Imperial Gun alongside of him. Awkward move for Liberal Arts, who's at the back with Imperial Gun. So they're down the back stretch here. Muth on the outside, and Timberlake, Flavian Pratt lets him loose on the inside, lets it out a notch, and he's the pacemaker down the back stretch. So it is Timberlake, the Rebel winner, in front by a half length. Muth perched outside of him, hounding from the outside. Just Steel 3rd. Time for Truth between horses. Dymatic is down on the inside. Then Informed Patriot will take at the maiden is dropped back. Mystic Dan patiently ridden. He's out of harm's way on the outside. 7 lengths off the pace. Liberal Arts trying to re-rally on the second last spot. And Imperial Guns at the back around the 4th turn. There goes Muth to challenge Timberlake, and the race is on now. Muth on the outside. Strides level. Timberlake back in 2nd as Muth takes command. Muth and Juan Hernandez have a 1/4 mile more to get, and Hernandez gives him the cue to go, and Muth off the turn still in front. Timberlake 2nd. Just Steel 3rd. Then Mystic Dan, who tries to rally on. Furlong to go. It's Muth. Just Steel running huge in 2nd. Timberlake 3rd. Muth with a 16th to go. He's opened up by 3. And it's Muth coming down the stretch in Hot Springs to win it. Muth, the son of good magic, wins the Arkansas Derby. Just Steel 2nd. Mystic Dan 3rd. And they're off In the Rebel Stakes of 2024, from the far outside, Woodcourt put into play early. Carbone up on the pace. Northern Flame has natural speed as well. Carbone, the pacemaker from Northern Flame, and Woodcourt, who's 3 wide, charging into the turn. The favorite, Timberlake, placed in a perfect position by Christian Torres, right off the speed stocking today. He's racing alongside of Laganos and Mina, who's down on the inside. Common Defense, 4 lengths behind in midfield, a length and a half to Just Steel on a hold. Dymatic alongside of him. Tajon Pass is third last, a length clear of Magic Grant in a space of 4 to Next Level, who's at the back of the pack. They're down the back stretch, and Carbone is paving the way, one of 3 runners trained by Steve Asmussen in this race. Carbone about a length in front. Northern Flame backs off just a little bit in second. Woodcourt is 3 deep. Common Defense down on the inside. He's 2 lengths off the pace, a length to Timberlake. He's now 5th with Mina. Dymatic, Lagados, Just Steel. Those 3 line up. There's 7 from the top into the far turn run. A gap of 2 to Magic Grant. Passing to Hone Pass, who's dropping back. And the trailer still Next Level well behind as they round the far turn. Carbone, 3 furlongs to go. A half length in front here. Northern Flame turning up the pressure. Woodcourt is 3 wide. There goes Timberlake and the Windstar White. He's caught about 4 wide off the turn. Just Steel going to be deep at the top of the lane. He's 5 wide off the turn. And Common Defense trying to slip through down at the rail. He's going to find the narrowest of openings. Timberlake on the outside roars to the front. Common Defense trying to pull off the upset. And Northern Flame, Timberlake drifting to the center of the track. But he's clear coming on Common Defense. But Timberlake's going to do it. And Timberlake and Christian Torres win the Rebel by 2 in a nice effort to kick off his 3-year-old season. Common Defense was 2nd. Northern Flame 3rd. Photo for 4th. Southwest. And Leroff. Mystic Dan broke sharply today. So did Carbone and Otto the Conqueror, his stablemate. The 2 Asmussen entrants 1-2. Otto the Conqueror has the lead. Carbone 2nd. Windstock running in the 3rd position, placed in a good stalking position, but was aggressively ridden out of the gate. Wasn't quick enough to go with the front runner, Otto the Conqueror. Just Steel, a bit keen here. Outside of Windstock, 2 lengths back to linebacker. Then comes Awesome Road. Mystic Dan was on the lead in his last couple of starts. Today he's about 6 lengths behind in midfield. He's racing with his stablemate Common Defense. Liberal Arts is next. Charleston, the maiden, is 2nd to last. And that leaves Magic Grant to trail the field with 5 furlongs to go. Otto the Conqueror paving the way here by a half length. Carbone applying the pressure to that stablemate with a half-mile left to go. A length and a half to Just Steel in 3rd. Windstock in the 4th spot, now sent along from that position. On the inside, Mystic Dan attempts to get closer, slips inside of Windstock. Linebacker is next, trying to pass runners on the outside. He's 4 lengths behind, making a move as Windstock plummets back in the wrong direction. He's done. Liberal Arts trying to move forward inside of the weakening Windstock. He's about 6 lengths off the pace as the leaders start to line up, coming back to the lead. Just Steel making a big move after Carbone and Otto the Conqueror. Just Steel storms to the front. Just Steel and Ramon Vasquez have 3/16 to go. Here comes Mystic Dan right up the rail, though, with a rail skimming ride by Brian Hernandez Jr. And Mystic Dan is turning it on in a huge effort for the Kenny McPeak barn. Mystic Dan 5-6 ahead, and he wins wrapped up. A dominant win in the Southwest. 2nd home was Just Steel. Liberal Arts came.
They're all in line. We are ready for a start. They're off in the 150th Belmont Stakes. And it was a very good beginning for Justify, who goes immediately to the early lead in the race to the first turn. So it will be Justify to set the pace here. And there on the outside goes Restoring Hope, the other Bob Baffert trainee, who's wide into that turn and running in 2nd position. Right in behind them in 3rd is Bravazzo. Noble Indy is off the pace. And then on the inside comes Tenfold. The opening quarter mile was a swift one, 23.37 seconds. A very fast pace for Justify, who will lead the field on to the backstretch here with his stablemate Restoring Hope sitting in 2nd. And on the inside, Bravazzo is 3rd. Noble Indy is... He's just perfect!